Good morning, guys. I am just up at it on, it feels like a Friday, but it is Thursday. I'm on a standby again because I didn't make that one last night. It was full. So I had to sleep over here in the airport in Arizona. And so I am doing some just airport aha moments. And so with the time that I have, using what I have and making great use of it, I was able to grab a few good books and kind of chiming away at this soul thing and making sure that I'm fed so I can chime back in with you guys and make sure you guys are fed. So one of the things that I'm thinking about right now is a ton of news feeds about everybody's graduating and wonderful things with their kids and some of you adults that are graduating. And it's just a beautiful sight to see. It's also a beautiful sight to see here in the airport, family members greeting their loved ones, and in the midst of all the chaos that goes on in the world, it's really incredible to see human connection, despite any drama or anything like that. I am totally convinced that everybody is universally trying to be connected and live in a better, airspace, headspace, and all that. So back to you, Care Bears. Thinking about you guys as always. We are a special species that's called to do this work of public service, this work of pouring into folks and giving them resources that they need to pull things together, pull in and out of things. We're there to celebrate their graduations, their victories, their accomplishments, their downfalls, their tearful moments, their rejoicing moments, and all those different things. And so I know the rewards are far greater than the demands. Um, so I'm thinking about you guys and want you guys to consider what are some of those moments for yourself that you're most proud of. So please do not stop growing. Please do not stop teaching, growing, being all that you can be. And some of the checks and balances will be very powerful to just check in. What am I proud of? Because it's very easy to talk about all the disparities that this work brings to us. In particular, I worked in child welfare for years, so that is a very high stress, high demanding role. So for you child welfare care bears, think about what's working for you. Think about what are you proud of. Do you have I know we have case highlights that we're so proud of the families and the work that they've done. But just think about you. What are you proud of? What have you done that you're super duper proud of that you can duplicate over a period of time so that you can feel a sense of balance and connectedness in what you're doing? Because oftentimes we don't make time for that. And so this time out that I'm concluding will not be a conclusion in a sense of like a vacation. It's just taking my brain and taking my headspace to a place of timeout. And so that's something that I have picked up and that I will adapt into my day to day, whether or not I go back to work. It's just having that space to observe. Being in the airport, if you have a local airport, it's a wonderful place to people watch. It's amazing. I didn't realize that because who has time to go sit in the airport, right? So there's a lot of this misconception that we don't have time, but we have time for what we value. And so what I'm trying to tell you guys from this experience, if you trust what I'm telling you, is that redefining what you make time for, which would be new experiences, will blow you away. Like you don't know what you need and what you grow from if you just keep doing business as usual. So find something different, find something new, be open to new experiences, and you will find out in that quiet space that you are learning so much about yourself and how you show up in the world. I am not kidding you. I know we live in a world of digital takeover, digital distractions, all those things. But even with me being on YouTube and other channels, I actually schedule those times out versus trying to schedule my quiet time out. So I have an outline where I know the days that I'm going to be online, and I know the different things that I plan to do. I put those as objectives, being on social media versus putting my life on this spontaneity and then, drowning in digital takeover. So I think there's an unhealthy balance out there for some folks. In fact, I heard that internet addiction is going to end up being defined as a mental disorder soon. I don't know how soon. It takes a while, but that's something that's in the lingo for the mental health profession. Just because we're just wired to be distracted and the web browsers of the world gets all over the place. In the meantime, we're drowning. And so those are the little things in the airport aha moments. So just really check in with yourself. Give yourself a date night or a date morning with your coffee or your tea. Um, Making sure you're getting out there moving that body. If you're stuck in those cubicles all day, come up out them cubicles and have some alone time with yourself. Unplug from the digital stuff. Music is absolutely therapeutic for me, so give that a try. Good, clean, purposeful music, that is. Uh, but yeah, so that's my little nugget. I'm going to check in with you guys. Um, I'm probably going to do YouTubes every 3 weeks. Um, and so as you're putting in comments and giving me emails and feedback on what's needed, I go out and get the resources and bring it right to you. Because I'm that girl. I'm that girl on this trip, but I'm every bit of a full woman. But being on the time out and traveling, I allowed myself to be a little girl again. But I'm very much a mature woman. So that's something that I would highly encourage you guys to do. People watch, have fun, balance out yourself, balance those cases out, do what you can with the time that you have, with the energy you have, and pour into yourself because you need it for stamina. If you don't, your body will let you know. And if you're in the fast lane running like crazy, you're going to ignore all the signs of your body. And your body will really, really be good to you. Your mind will serve you well if you serve it well. It's an agreement between the both of you. So if you have not been holding up the end of the bargain and you're having some owies and achies and breakies and all that, and information overload and can't sleep and can't eat and digestive problems and blah, 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 it's probably directly connected to the unbalance and the tilt in that temple that you got. Okay, so I'm that the power source for you helping professionals, but I can only inject power unless I'm feeding into myself to feed into you. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking forward to chiming in with you guys on a continuum. I'll see you at the grow shops that I'm going to be hosting in Fresno, California. For some of you that's in other parts of the country, I have committed to up my game, if you will, in the techno world for the sole purpose of serving everybody on a global level. So as I close, I want you guys to consider what I've said. I'm not just blabbing away just because I want to blab, but my hope is to give you something that will keep you caring as a care bear you are when you feel like blah. So taking a blah and making it a aha. Okay, until next time, you got this. Go ahead on with your bad self.